Let's talk about electric bikes. They're rising in popularity. 50,000 are sold each year in Britain. They're an environmentally friendly and easy way to navigate the roads, with the added help of electric engine, of course. But the death of a pedestrian, Sakine Sian, last month in London when she was hit by an electric bike have raised some concerns over their safety. Electric bike enthusiast Rick Lomas joins us now from the French Alps. Rick, before we talk about safety, I just want to ask you first, why it's so helpful for you, electric bike?
Well, I moved to France, actually live in the Alps, and I moved here about 17 years ago. And I used to be a keen cyclist in the UK, but when I moved here, just getting up the hills was just like crazy. It was just like impossible. So I kind of gave up. And in recent years, I've had kind of problems with my knee joints and things. So I got an electric bike to kind of get me moving again, also give me some like easy transport to get around, and so I could enjoy the mountain more. And to be honest, I feel more fitter and healthy than I've felt for many, many years now.
And just tell us briefly how it works. You're still pedalling, are you? But you get that little bit extra of a boost?
Yeah, sure. A lot of people don't quite understand exactly what an electric bike is. So as soon as you start pedaling, you can set different levels of assist you want. So mine has 4 different levels, and it can help you up to 280%. So that's when it helps. But when you get to 25 kilometres an hour or 15.5 miles per hour, the motor decouples from the mechanism. So after that, there is no assistance. So the kind of idea that it's a kind of electric motorbike is completely wrong. So you don't really go faster. You tend to accelerate a bit quicker, and you can climb hills easier.
Obviously, comparing its use to where you are in the French Alps and somewhere in central London is like comparing chalk and cheese. But when it comes to safety concerns after the death of this woman, are they appropriate, do you think, for busy city streets? I know you said that 15-mile-an-hour limit is there on the bike, but that can be tampered with quite easily, apparently.
It can be tampered with, and it is quite easy to do that. And, I think people should the law should clamp down on people who look like they are having an illegal vehicle, as any other illegal vehicle. But their use in London, I used to live in Radlett, just north of London, and I know I cycled in and out of London a few times, and going home up Archway Road was just a killer. And for me, if I lived there now and had an e-bike, I'd be merrily going up Archway Road, but I would still be only doing 15 miles an hour maximum. So I think the idea of going faster than 15 miles an hour is just, you can do more than 15 miles an hour on any bike if you pedal.
There are moves in the UK, you might be aware, to sort of look at the laws around death by dangerous driving on bikes and potentially e-bikes, I suppose. It is important to remember that the vast majority of deaths occur with road traffic incidents with cars. But do you think there needs to be, given that 50,000 are being sold in the UK, slightly better legislation around it?
To be honest, I think it's about right as it is now. I mean, the law is now with the 15 mile an hour thing. And also, I believe you have to be over 14 years old to ride one. I think it's enough, to be honest. Maybe, wearing a helmet should be compulsory for all bikes, that sort of thing. But I don't see them as a threat any more than a normal bike. And, I think I was looking at the Department of Transport figures from 2007 to 2016, and actual deaths by a bicycle hitting a pedestrian was 0.6 of all deaths on the road. So, I think cars are far more dangerous, and you should be looking at people driving illegal cars or people driving without a license. People driving who are drunk or sort of thing. That's more where the focus should be, rather than just e-bikes.
Okay.
I can't see the threat.
Okay, Rick Lomas, thanks for speaking to us. Appreciate your time.
All right, cheers.